Hi everyone. Here we are going to learn the subject Financial and Management Accounting. In the subject of Financial and Management Accounting, this chapter 1, Role and Scope of Financial Accounting. This chapter gives you an overview about the subject. Non-accountants are often puzzled why they are required to learn accounting as a subject. The fact is that these days, no matter what your job, you need to have some knowledge about accounting matters. The main reason for that is to understand the management of money. The value of understanding the language of money, you should know the language of accounting. The use of common accounting language enables to understand all the activities that takes place within the organization. Even you are a marketer, engineer, architect, the understanding of transaction is very important to take decisions and also provide your valuable thoughts for decision making. You will find it much easier if you know the language of accounting. Let's see what we will learn at the end of this chapter. Explain the meaning of accounting. Compare and contrast financial and management accounting. Uses of financial information. Qualitative characteristics of financial information. Let's see what is accounting. Accounting is a service provided for those who need information about an entity's financial performance, its assets and its liabilities. Now let's see the highlighted words in much broader way. Service. Accounting is a service. Accounting is of an assistant to other people. If nobody wants a service, there would be no such thing as accounting. Accounting is a supporting function for most of the organizations. Accounting is a main function only for audit firms and accounting firms. All other organizations, accounting provides supporting role to run the business. What is information? The information traditionally collected by accountants is restricted to what can be quantified and translated into monetary terms. The financial data need to be recorded and summarized in a much more acceptable manner for the users of accounting information. Now let's see what is entity. An entity is a jargon term used by accountants to describe any type of organization, example, person running his own business. Normally what we call it as sole proprietorship. It can be a sole proprietorship, partnership or a company. Now we know that sole proprietorship is a person who running his own business. That's what we call as sole proprietorship. Partnership is entities very similar to the sole proprietorship entity, except there must be at least two owners in the business. Now let's see what's company. Company is another different type of business organization which is incorporated in Register of Companies. Company has separate existence from that of its owners. It is a separate legal person. Further, there are private limited companies and public limited companies. The term limited means that the owners of such companies are required to finance the business only up to an agreed amount. Now let's see what kind of information is provided through accounting. Mainly the financial performance and financial position of the company. What is financial performance? The financial performance is usually judged by matching income received with the expenditure incurred over a period of time, usually 1 year. It calculates the profit earned during a period. It can be a sole proprietorship, partnership or a company. Every entity should know what is the actual earnings. Earnings is the difference between income and expenses. Now let's see, other than the financial performance, the accounting information also gives you the financial position of the company. It shows the amount of assets and liabilities the business possesses at a particular date. What are the assets? Assets in accounting is regarded as being a resource acquired by an entity as a result of past event and that will result in future economic benefit for the entity. For example, the purchase of plant and machinery will provide benefit over many years of time, and it helped the entity to generate income in those years. Actually, it's the belongings of the entity which are maintained to earn return in the future. Other than the plant and machinery, buildings and vehicles also we can consider it as assets. Other than the assets, the liabilities are also shown in accounting information. What is liability? A liability in accounting is defined as an obligation arising from past event. For example, you may have brought some furniture but still you don't have start paying for it. For the time being, it's considered as a debt or obligation. So that's that type of liability, like electricity bill payable, tax payable, also be considered as liabilities. There are various professional bodies provide definition for accounting. Here we mainly consider the definition given by American Accounting Association. They define accounting is a process of identifying, measuring, recording and communicating economic information to permit informed judgments and economic decisions by users of information. As per the definition given by American Accounting Association, the accounting process can be demonstrated in this manner. The process includes the functions of identification, recording, and communicating of accounting information for the users of accounting information. We can discuss the process in much detail in next slides. The first step in accounting process is the identification. What are the things that normally identify in the accounting process? All the monetary transactions need to be identified. The monetary transactions are the events that can be measured in monetary terms. The identification process normally carried out by bookkeepers or junior accountants. In the normal business environment, these are the things need to be identified. Day-to-day running cost of a department, research and development cost of a new product, cost of increasing the capacity in a factory, potential returns from entering a new market, amount to borrow from launching new product, funds available for investment. Second step in the process of financial accounting is to measure and record transactions. What transactions need to be measured? The day-to-day transaction need to be measured in the form of rupees, dollars, or yens, pounds, or in units. The quantifiable transaction should be recorded in a manner which is useful for further processing. It should be classified and summarized. The third and final step of financial accounting is to communicate accounting information. Who will be communicated to? The identified and measured data need to be summarized and then communicate to the users of information. Who are the users of information? The users of accounting information. The users of accounting information are the owners, managers, lenders, suppliers, customers, investment analysts, competitors, employees and trade unions, government and community representatives. The purpose of accounting is to accumulate and report on financial information about the financial performance, financial position and cash flows of the business. The information is then used to reach decisions about how to manage the business or invest in it or lend money to it. Now let's see value of accounting information. We can divide the accounting information users into two different categories, mainly internal users and external users. Internal users are the primary users of accounting information, those who are within the organization, mainly owners, managers and employees of the organization. They use management accounting information as well as the financial accounting information. Now let's see who are the external users of accounting information. They are the secondary users of accounting information, mainly those who are outside the organization. Mainly the investors, banks, customers, government and tax authorities and as well as the general public who are very keen on the accounting information about the company. Let's discuss What kind of information is required by the users and why they need accounting information? Mainly the owners are the ones who invested in the business. They have invested in the business mainly to earn decent profits for their investments. Owners need to know how well their business is performing, as well as they want to know the profitability as well as the financial position of the company. Owners are also interested in knowing how well their business is performing and how risky their business is. Based on the financial information, they want to decide whether to invest further in this kind of a business or whether they want to move their funds into more profitable and promising business ventures. Managers are the ones who run the business. They mainly concern about the financial performance in order to plan, monitor and make business decisions. Managers need to allocate the financial, human and capital resources to the business in order to achieve the business performance. Managers rely on accounting information for their business decisions such as investment, financing and pricing decisions, as well as for them to compare themselves with the competitors as well as the industry. This will be one of the indicators to evaluate the performance of the managers. Let's see why accounting information is required by the employees. Employees want to know how well their business is performing, which will be an indicator for them to know their job security as well as the future income. Income in the sense bonuses as well as the increments in the next year as well as years to come. Apart from the existing employees, potential employees are very interested about the accounting information about the company, mainly to know about the financial health of the organization, which will inspire them to join in the future. Financial information is one of the best indicators to attract best employees to the company in the future. Investors are the ones who invested for the company. They want to know how well their investment is performing. Investors primarily rely on financial statements published by the companies to assess the profitability, valuation and risk of their investments. Investors use accounting information to determine whether an investment is a good fit for their portfolio and whether they should hold, increase or decrease their investments. Let's discuss why banks and lenders need accounting information. At the time of granting a loan to the organization, the bank and financial institutions want to evaluate the financial health of the organization. Mainly wants to evaluate the creditworthiness of the organization. Creditworthiness in the sense their ability to repay their loans. Financial information is one of the main indicators that provides the financial health of the organization. Lenders offer loans and other credit facilities on terms that are mainly based on the financial information. Now let's see customers. Why customers need accounting information? When you are buying a product or service, are you looking at the financial information about the company? It's not for individuals, mainly for at the time of industrial consumers. They mainly look at the continuity of their supply and the quality of their supply. For that only they look at the financial health of the company when we are look at in the form of consumers. Let's look at the government and tax authorities. Why government and tax authorities are concerned about the accounting information? Mainly governments want to ensure companies' disclosure of accounting information are accordance with accounting standards. In addition, government's one of the main income generating sources is tax income. So they want to know whether a business declare the amount of tax in its tax returns. So government regularly do audits to ensure the accounting standards and tax returns. Then look at the general public. General public may also be interested in accounting information of a company. These could include journalists, analysts, academics, activities and individuals with an interest in economic development. Now let's do a small activity just to test your knowledge. Why accounting is important to an organization? Answer A, to safeguard assets. B, to obtain funds. C, to evaluate investment opportunities. D, to show the performance. E, all of the above. Now I think you have the knowledge to answer this question. Now let's discuss the uses of accounting in the form of internal users and external users. As now you know that who are the internal users? Mainly the management group. Management group includes a board of directors, owners, partners, managers and officers. Those who are within the organization. Who are the external users? The term itself, it says that external, those who are outside the organization. The external users, we can divide it into two categories. That is financing group and public group. The financing group we consider as primary group and the public group we consider as secondary group. Who are the financing group? Those who need data for the purpose of financing benefit for the company. Mainly the investors, present and potential. Why they need the financing information? They mainly look at the company's accounting information and they want to invest in the company at present as well as the future. Then the lenders, banks and the financial institutions. They are also very much keen on the financial information about the companies because it's as I discussed earlier, the accounting information are the information that gives the knowledge about the company's creditworthiness. And then the suppliers. Suppliers are also very keen on the financial information based on the accounting information only. They can get a very good idea about the company. Now let's move to the public group. The secondary uses of accounting information. They are the government and regulatory authorities, employees and trade unions, customers, rating agencies and others, financial analysts, academics, researchers and so on. Let's do the second activity just to test your knowledge. How does accounting help to stakeholders? Answer A, assist government to allocate resources to different industries. B, assist investors to evaluate investment opportunities. C, assist managers to evaluate the efficiency and effectiveness of their management decisions. D, assist auditors to verify the accuracy of information provided. E, assist general public to evaluate the business's contribution to the economic and social development of the country. F, all of the above. Now I think you have the knowledge to answer this question also. Now let's discuss about two pillars of accounting. Accounting has branched out into different type of accounting to cater the diversity of needs of its users. They are financial accounting and management accounting. Financial accounting, preparation of financial accounting. It is a process of producing information in the form of financial statements for external users and internal users. Then we look at the management accounting. Management accounting produces information primarily for internal users. That's only for the company's management. The information provided through the management accounting is generally more detailed than the financial accounting information. It's mainly prepared for internal users, which is much more detailed than external users' information. We can talk about the financial accounting and management accounting in this way also. What is financial accounting is focused on reporting to external and internal users, including management, board of directors, investors, creditors and governmental agencies. Then we look at the management accounting. That's mainly, we know that it's mainly prepared for the internal users. It measure, analyze and report financial and non-financial information to help managers to make decisions to fulfill organization goals. Now let's compare and contrast financial accounting information and management accounting information. First, we look at primary users. In financial accounting, we produce information for both internal and external users, mainly for board of directors, management in the form of internal users. With the external users, we produce information for investors, creditors, government authorities, and general public. Management accounting information we mainly prepare for internal users, mainly the managers of the business. Let's see type of reports. What type of reports they prepare? In financial accounting, they prepare financial statements in accordance with the accounting standards and audits. Mainly they are done by the independent external auditors. They prepare summary reports. Internal reports are not audited by independent auditors. They are much detailed reports only for internal purposes. Nextly, scope of information. In financial accounting, we prepare much summarized information primarily on the company as a whole for external users. Management accounting, we prepare detailed reports on parts of the company. Continuation of the earlier slide, compare and contrast of financial accounting and management accounting. Let's see level of detail. In financial accounting, we prepare information for external users. So we prepare summarized information for various users. In management accounting, we only prepare information for the internal users, much detailed reports for decision making. Let's see regulations. In financial accounting, the summarized reports, summarized financial information should be audited by independent auditors in order to publish information for the external users. In management accounting, there is no such specific regulations. They only prepare much detailed reports for decision making. Then we'll look at frequency of reporting. In financial accounting, it's less flexible. As per the normal standards, the financial accounting information should be prepared annually and interim. In the management accounting, it's very flexible. On demand of the management accounts are ready to prepare much detailed reports for decision making. Then time orientation. In the financial accounting, we prepare financial reports based on the past performance. That's backward looking information for external users. In management accounting, we consider past information as well as the future performance in order to make decisions. Let's see the range and quality of information. In the financial accounting, mainly look at the quantifiable information which can be measured in monetary terms. In the management accounting, we consider both financial and non-financial information for decision making. Let's discuss the characteristics that make financial information useful. The main characteristics are relevance, comparability, understandability, and reliability. Let's discuss the first characteristics, relevance. What is relevance? Relevance is the information should be relevant for the needs of the users. Information is relevant if it helps users of the financial information in predicting the future trends of the business. Relevance is affected by the materiality of information contained in the financial statements because only material information influences the economic decisions of its users. For example, a company discloses an increase in earnings per share from 5 rupees to 6 rupees since the last reporting period. The information is relevant to investors as it may assist them in confirming their past predictions regarding the profitability of the company and will help them in forecasting future trends in the earnings of the company. Let's discuss comparability. As earlier discussed, all the financial informations are prepared in accordance with accounting standards. So all the companies use common mechanism to record transaction. So there is a comparability in the financial statements. Information in financial reports should be comparable over time in the same business entities to identify the trends in the financial position and the performance. And also financial statements of different business entities should be comparable to identify the competitiveness of the business. Let's discuss what is understandability. Accounting information should be readily and easily understandable to its users. They should be presented in a manner which is understood by any users who have reasonable knowledge of the business and economic activities and who is willing to study the accounting information. Let's discuss the final characteristics, reliability. What is reliability? Reliability means the trustworthiness of financial information. Information can be verified and used consistently by investors and creditors with the same results. The Financial Accounting Standard Boards describe 3 attributes that all reliable financial information has: verifiability, faithfulness, and neutrality. What is verifiability? The accounting information should be verified by auditors and other third parties. They can measure and evaluate the financial performance and positions and accounting information with the same results. If the auditors can't verify financial information, the auditors can't issue unqualified audit opinion. Then we'll see faithfulness. The accounting information should give very true picture of the company. Actually, what has happened during the period. That's called faithfulness. Then we'll see what is neutrality. Neutrality is that companies should prepare accounting information without bias. They should prepare neutral information for the decision makers. Now we have reached to the end of the chapter. This is a summary of the chapter. Now I think you have the understanding of accounting functions in an organization, type of stakeholders, financial and management accounting scope and the role, qualitative characteristics of financial information.